Bad luck.
Papers. Signed by Kosh? What are those doing here? Look closely. There's a hollow crystal with... Is that blood inside? Whose blood? Ancient Yakutan coins, stamped with the likeness of Denobia. Those must be from the dowry. Nicholas had a disguise kit just like this one. In fact, this is his disguise kit. I know how Nicholas survived Maluk's path. The crystal must contain Aldenobia blood. Maluk's path would ignore you if you held it. You'd need a lamp to find your way through the darkness so you could grab a handful of ashes. From there, all you'd need is the Crypt Guardian's passphrase. I've seen enough. Nicholas faked his death and stole the dowry. Now he's working with that merchant lord, Kosh. To think I mourned that bastard. Nicholas would have kept such a thing from the guild. The less they know, the less trouble they'll cause. But I'm going to tell the Thieves Guild. I want them to cause a world of trouble, and I want to lay it all on his doorstep. Let's go. No questions, only gold and wares. I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word. All in all, better than expected. The Iron Wheel is a hurricane that blew into port and smashed everything in its path. Nicholas and Kosh are the ones who set it in motion. Now, we learn what they hold most dear. Then, we take it from them. Nicholas taught me how to be a thief. I knew him for over a decade. Trusted him. Not much else to say, is there? What about? Velsa was right, and I don't say that lightly. I am responsible. Edda and Dalder died because of my mistake. Nicholas. I can only pray his death is far worse than what happened to the others. No. He seemed a bit distant before we first went to Aldenobia Tomb, but it was also the biggest heist we'd ever pulled off. Nothing prepared me for this.
My wares are mostly legal, a boast for any merchant in Abaz Landing.
dare you! You hear about the wedding? Magnifica Falora, the one with the missing dowry. Kosh found it, returned it, and now she's agreed to marry him for the future of Tanith or some drivel. Zira thinks our old guildmaster is behind this. She wants Nicholas to pay for betraying us. So do I. Last I saw Zira, she was pacing about in the den, going to put a furrow in the floor if she isn't careful. You sound like Thrag, going on about the whims of nobles. Go ahead, ask him and feel your head start to spin. My head's spinning right now, different reasons.
There you are. You heard about the wedding? This is our chance to repay Nicholas for selling out the Thieves Guild. Nicholas must have planned all this, stealing the dowry, using it as leverage on Falora. Now she's bound to marry Kosh, his puppet. So we're going to crash the wedding. If Magnifica Falora learns exactly who she's about to marry, she'll turn the iron wheel on Kosh. And if we threaten Kosh's future, Nicholas will scuttle into the open. I look forward to stepping on him. Silverclaw said he'd help with invitations. Meet him at his shop, down by the harbor. I haven't decided. But whatever happens, you deserve to be there.
Prices have never been better.
Oh, hello. Zira sent word I should expect you. Every important merchant in Abba's landing received a wedding invitation. Every single one. But not Silver Claw. Lord Oliver, for one. The paranoid beach lounges about him as though he owns every tile on the walls. Or that lush Lady Balina. She won't even attend. Just use it as an excuse to buy another dress from Perseus Locke. She's sweet on him, you know. I dislike them equally. Lord Walliver would keep it in his pocket. But were you subtle enough, you could take it from him. Lady Balina would certainly leave it upon her bedroom dresser. Slip past her mentioned servants and house guards to retrieve it. Good, good. When you do, meet me at your thieves' den. I may have experience in duplicating official documents. For my records, you see.
How can we expect a decent forgery? I can barely read your writing.
That is intentional. I write defensively. It keeps prying eyes from deciphering my ledger.
Not much longer now.
Not again? I can't believe it.
So hungry.
Velsa, for the third time, I hear your concern.
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes. Let me see here. And guest! Oh, this is good! The invitation allows for a single companion! Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed in one of Perseus Locke's outfits, you'll stand out like a sore claw. You don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But your companion will need to acquire an outfit as well, so go on. I'll be over here. The invitation will be ready in no time at all.
And ignore them at your peril.
Well, I'm in. A wedding at Ubalajad Palace? Just imagine the spread.
Come, do your trading here.
So, who are you going to bring with you to the palace? I hope you say Velsa. I'd love to see her bedecked in finery. You what? When all this began, I hired you to work for me. Now Zira has me following your lead. What I'm saying is, it's strange to hear this from someone I work with. Thank you for not making this strange. All right, partner, you have a date.
Well?
Much to do.
Well,
A pleasure, Lady Bellina. I always enjoy dressing you up.
then you should come by my mansion later to collect your payment. Have I mentioned my husband is away?
3 times, in fact. My assistant will bring you the bill. Ah, my unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of your stylistic needs. Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. I humbly ask you return it with the exact same number of holes as when it left my establishment. Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its own way. Delicate fabrics and exhilarating patterns breathe life into whoever dons them. I don't mean to oversell it, but you shall feel born anew. Oh, go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one. Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abba's Landing. Chief Inspector Ron Beek himself sent a personal apology. Something about excess zeal on the part of his underling. Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifica Flora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death. And if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't be speaking today. Yes, it had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia tomb. It's strange. I seem to have misplaced it. I haven't seen it in months. Why do you ask?
What?
Remarkable. As though the outfit chose you.
Hard to miss you in that. My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. I'll need my own outfit for the wedding. Something with a covered face. Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace, distract whoever watches the gates from within. I'll do the rest. Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silverclaw. After you meet your date at Hubalajad Palace, present this to the gateman. I'll watch for your distraction.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
Well,
You look amazing.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Though I am a fool to request it, might I have your invitation? Yes, everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. And might I compliment your impeccable timing? We were just about to lock the gates. Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in. Tonight your safety is guaranteed by the Iron Wheel and house guards alike.
It's a bit much in here. Whoever built this palace was trying too hard. Do you think the doorman could be convinced? If not, a distraction of some kind could pull him away from the door. Whatever you decide, I'll back your play.
Are you lost? Wedding's in the other direction. What do you mean? You were the last through the gate? As long as I'm standing here, no one else is getting in. It's just an expression. If there's some sort of emergency on the grounds, of course I'll leave my post. But there isn't, so I won't. Foreigners.
Cheer up, we'll find a way. People who drink while wearing fancy jewelry might cause great alarm when they notice it missing.
You brought that mutt of yours? After the scene she made at the last wedding?
Doshka is no mutt. She simply has a nose for the finest meats. And this time, I'm keeping her far away from the food. She will be on her best behavior.
If we aren't thinking the same thing, neither of us deserves to be in the Thieves Guild. Come on, let's find some food for Doshka.
Come, imbibe. Put your cares aside.
I said the
should
food
really
is
make
not
the
ready.
mugs bigger.
Now go, before I beat you with a spoon.
I just wanted some chicken.
That smells delicious. Let's see if the dog agrees.
How may I serve you?
She smells you. Head to the food tables.
Feel the whole pocket.
Get off the table! Someone take the dog away before this one turns it into soup.
They should have watered down the trees.
Have I told you about my locket? It's the most beautiful locket I've ever owned. I'm going to give it to Flora as a gift tonight. She'll remember.
Perfect timing. I can't exactly climb the palace walls in this outfit. Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests, an old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him, avoid drawing attention to ourselves. What can I say? Your own choice inspired me. People seem to be gathering closer to the palace. Let's join them, shall we? This is a nice change of scenery from the den. First time I've been inside Hubalajad Palace. This place is a bit of a fortress. Let's hurry. I want to get a good look at Kosh, see for myself what kind of spineless marionette would dance for Nicholas.
That's something Nelsa would say.
Hail and well met.
Everyone, I require your attention.
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifica Flora, Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant, but as a noble of Tanith.
Nicholas is Kosh?
So that's Nicholas? His voice is oilier than his hair.
Pariah, scryer, destroyer, cave, raven, twilight, just the same. From dread, dangerous
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. There was never any Kosh to begin with. I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could have been planning this for years. Bastard. We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her. I need to come up with a very convincing argument.
I wish I could pull that off. Too many jangling bits. The moment I climbed a wall, I'd be my own alarm bell. A lot of servers coming from the palace kitchens. Maybe they have a key.
Did someone just touch me?
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifica Flora shan't require your attendance. Bah! Magnifica Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk's from Magnifica Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up my spittle. She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Take one when they're distracted, or they're sure to cause a scene, which neither of us wants.
Have you met my cousin, Magnifica Flora? Said not to embarrass her in this little backwater of a town. Very well, I told her. I'll keep my mouth shut by filling it with wine. Did I mention she's my cousin? I don't recall. If you hope to talk her out of this folly, the ain't no I've tried. She's usually much better at fending off grasping cretins such as this Koch fellow. Although, your outfit contains a bit of silver weave, just like mine. Modesty is for the poor. If you were to continue my argument with my cousin, perhaps you could overwhelm her with reason. Say, what's your favorite drink? I can tell you prefer quality spirits, as I do. I knew it. And what do you prefer to pair with it? I can tell we have similar thoughts there as well. Yes, perhaps you are the right person to speak with my cousin. I'd nearly convinced her this Koch fellow is beneath her when she threw me out. She's preparing in his personal chambers, upper level of the palace. Ask the Iron Wheel if you get lost.
The palace is crawling with Iron Wheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
The guard will be here any second. Last chance.
Are you mad? Get out of here!
Are you mad? Get out of here! Who are you? How did you get in here? Magnifica Flora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abba's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
If you can barely stand him, then what does it hurt to hear us out? Go on, partner. Tell her.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell? The Thieves Guild stole my dowry. In doing so, they upset my standing in Tenneth. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jeweled crown from her head, they separated it from her body. The merchant lords of Abba's Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Tenneth waters and bandits who raid Tenneth roads. But plundering ancestral tombs? That is too far, even for them. Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Tenneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sorely lacking. Why not say Kosh rode a dragon? With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel. I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifica Flora is indisposed. She'll be ready in just a moment.
Do you intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
From what I've heard of Nicholas, he'd never let himself be cornered. We should look for hidden passages.
There must be a pattern. Try another combination. 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 There must be a pattern. Try another combination.
Did that cabinet just click?
Well, well. A portion of the dowry Nicholas decided not... And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas. You've doomed yourself. I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. Now, we return the favor. I'll show Felora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Once I have her attention, she'll listen. Oh, it's a very bad idea. But it's the best bad idea we have. Sometimes that's the best a thief can hope for. Wish me luck. I'll have to be... well, as convincing as Nicholas. Find your way to the wedding crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as a fraud, escort your date from the palace. I'll see you at the den soon enough. You're in charge until my return. Magnifica Felora, there's something you need to see.
Nikolaus, but I don't see Zira.
Today, Lord Kosh of Abba's Landing joins with Magnifica Felora, the Jewel of Tanith. It is my honor, as a duly appointed officer of the Iron Wheel, to officiate their union.
Stop! There is no honor in this union.
Guards!
Zira? You're alive? That is... What is the meaning of this?
More importantly, why do you have the desecrated remains of my ancestor?
The Iron Wheel is approaching. We have to leave now.
There must be some mistake.
Chief Inspector Ronbeek, take everyone into custody. I want this mess sorted.
No! It's too late for Zira. We need to go now.
Iron Wheel! Secure all exits! None shall leave the palace grounds! Question everyone here! Be thorough!
I've been framed. I implore you to reconsider.
Give it a rest, Nicholas. Whining doesn't suit you.
Quiet, please. We'll have enough time.
Healer!
Inside. Take them away.
What?
Watch your step, Crown Walker.
Stop there!
Look, I'm not a brave guard. I just
Why
put
does
that
this
weapon
always
away.
happen to me?
Your date made it back before you. Informed us of what happened at the wedding. Don't blame yourself. Zira told you to leave. Yes, Zira's capture was an unfortunate turn of events. But Nicholas is the Iron Wheel's prisoner as well. A small reason to celebrate. Magnifica Flora has her dowry, and Nicholas is behind bars. The Iron Wheel won't be here much longer. We'll have a chance at freeing Zira in the chaos of their departure, whenever that is. But that's more your call, isn't it? Zira said you were in charge until she returned to the den. That makes you the acting guildmaster. Boss. Just so we're clear, an acting guildmaster has no real power, But it makes you sound important, so we may as well call you that. Also, you get the blame if anything goes wrong. You know how it is. For now, nothing. Until we learn where they've taken her, there is little we can do. But we will learn. I'm certain of that.
Had the feeling you'd stop by. Did you know Silver Claw was looking for you? Something urgent, he said. That oily fat cat tried to bribe me with a fine wine to keep an eye out for you. Of course I took his bribe. Why do you think we're talking? So to meet him in the den, quick as you can.
Silverclaw, stop pacing. You'll wear a rut in the floor.
It helps me think. Now, where is the Guildmaster? Or acting Guildmaster? Or whatever you call it?
Look who's here. Your long wait is over.
I have good news, my friend! Chief Inspector Runbeak and the Iron Wheel will soon depart Hughesbane. And the bad news, Zira will be sent to Tanith, where she will stand trial for raiding Aldenobia Tomb. Somewhere in Noshira Citadel, the Iron Wheel's preparations to depart causes much distraction. There is no better time to slip among their ranks. But I am not a part of your guild. You would know best what to do, of course.
We know where Zira is? Are we going to rescue her?
What do you mean, we? I'm retired.
Zira would do the same for any of us. Even you, Velsa.
The least we can do is hear out our acting guildmaster. So, what is the plan? If we're going to Noshira Citadel, I can help. The Iron Wheel can always spot imposters. It's not the uniform, it's the mannerisms and protocol they follow. It's all part of their training. They cycle their soldiers between locations every few months. Keeps them from forming attachments with the locals. They see new faces all the time, so they're trained to spot certain mannerisms. Ones I've learned to spot as well, and impersonate. I just need a uniform. They change those too, small details here and there. We need one that can accommodate my tail. Oh, and bring the journal we used in Aldenobia Tomb. I have an idea, but until we know our entry point, I don't want to share.
I know it won't be easy to recover Zira, but I'm ready for this. Just say the word. Lots of crumbling walls. I can scout the best approach, see if the Iron Wheel leaves anything less defended. They won't notice me. No one ever looks up. Let me see your map. This place, just outside Noshira Citadel? I'll meet you there when I've found a way inside. See you there, partner?
I know that look. That's your tell Velsa to do something look. Why do none of you believe I'm retired? I could say it slowly. Retired. Did it stick this time? I only traveled to Aldenobia Tomb because I had history with the people who died there. But poking around the Iron Wheel's headquarters? Lunacy. I need a phenomenal reason to risk my life for Zira's. You've already proven you're tolerably competent. All right, I'll do it. But you owe me a big favor, and I will call it in. I'm going to smash some stink apples at the front gate to draw the Iron Wheel there. The distraction will make it easier for you to get in elsewhere. What? You're temporary Zira. You think I ever let her tell me what to do?
One cannot step light with such burden.
My sword is sharp and my eyes are keen. When the guild needs my strength, I will be ready. Tough as nails and twice as sharp. I'm the muscle. Even Velsa appreciates having some muscle around when things go south. And speaking of Velsa, I'm glad she's back. Velsa was an important figure in the guild before she retired. I'm kind of surprised she came back. Of course, she always preferred her plants over people. But I don't blame her. In my experience, people will disappoint you. Oh, what a delicate flower. Have you never walked the streets of Abba's Landing? Everyone needs muscle. I'm surprised more people don't have them. Stealth and skill will only take a thief so far. It takes muscle to make it the rest of the way.
Scouting successful. The Iron Wheel doesn't send patrols beyond the walls anymore. They're too busy preparing to leave. And there's some sort of commotion at the main gate. Seems they've pulled a few soldiers there to deal with it. A gap in the wall not far from here. There's a lone sentry. I already told Walk Softly. He's waiting for you near the gap. I'll head back to the walls. Keep scouting the Citadel exterior. Good luck.
see the sentry? He keeps looking through the gate, rubbing his lips, waiting for one of his mates to come by with a drink. Let's relieve him of his thirst, then his uniform. We walk up. I present myself as a drunk, dapper Argonian. He challenges us, tells us to move along, then sees the bottle in my hand. I offer him a taste. He takes a long pull from one of Velsa's sleeping potions. We take his uniform. Try to look non-threatening, if at all possible. My good man! Is this the gate to Abbas Landing?
Halt! The Citadel is under jurisdiction of the Iron Wheel.
Never heard of that tavern? What do they sell?
You should move along. What, that bottle you have, what is that?
Delicious! Some wine from, Bergama! Why, you want some?
If you're offering, just a nip to get my blood pumping. Tava's tail feathers, it's awful! Ugh! What is that taste?
Something to which I'm immune. But he's right, it does taste awful.
My distractions worked, as expected. I'll stick to the shadows for now.
Here we part ways. Once I'm in uniform, I'll see how well I blend in. If I may suggest a course of action, the journal you brought contains the entire dowry heist, as planned by Nicholas. I think we can use it to our advantage. Chief Inspector Ron Beek has an office in the ruins where he entertains guests. If you were to leave the journal for him to find, there is little chance Nicholas could weasel out of the trial he faces in Tanith. Oh, and you could find out where they're holding Zira. Good luck. Don't get caught. If you do, we'll have to spring 2 guildmasters. Shameful times for the Thieves Guild. You go ahead. I'll abscond with our sentry friend's uniform. May need to trim it down. He was a rather brawny fellow.
I don't know you. Do I know you?
I have no quarrel with you. My dowry is safely returned to Aldenobia tomb, as are the remains of my ancestor. Those responsible are in custody. Yet I am not entirely satisfied with the outcome. My former fiancé Kosh, that is Nicholas, has been very cooperative with the Iron. He claims he was duped, that stealing my dowry was Zira's plan all along. Zira has said nothing. Zira's price to surrender was the safety of those she brought along to the wedding. You and your strange little friend. Almost honorable in her own way. Nicholas lies, I know that now. But Chief Inspector Ron Beek has no evidence to the contrary. The town criers in Tenneth already proclaim her trial. Politics as they are, I cannot simply release her. But I can tell you where she is. And I can offer a lucrative proposal to your entire organization, to her directly, once you free her. Good. Zira is held in the prisons beneath us, but you must hurry. Chief Inspector Ron Beek plans to move her, to where I do not know. I'll escort you to the prison door. If you stay by my side, the Iron Wheel shall cause you no harm. Are you ready? Remember, don't leave my side or the Iron Wheel will think you're an intruder, which by all accounts you are. Almost there. Once you're inside the prison, you're on your own. You there! Unlock the door and allow my companion entry to the prison. Do not record this in the log.
As you command. You there, follow me. Iron Wheel uniforms aren't made for Argonian heads. I'd be sweating if... well, if I could sweat. You go after Zira. I'll wait for the others and escort them through.
You...
And who might you be? You certainly don't belong. Who are you and why are you here? Straight to the point. Very good. I know where Chief Inspector Ron Beek took Zira. I'm willing to tell you. My only price is a single lockpick. I didn't ask you to free me. A single lockpick, from one thief to another. A tradition Zira began, which means bad luck for her should you break it. Ah, but we have company. And they seem ambivalent to the idea. Ah, walk softly. So good to see you again. Have you been?
Hunted. Missing too many dead friends.
And Velsa as well. I thought you'd retired.
And I thought you were dead. Seems we were both disappointed.
And who are you? I don't believe we've met.
I'm someone who knows better than to listen to your lies.
Well, is there honor among thieves, or will you prove Zira wrong? Good, good. Always commit fully, even when your heart brims with doubt. Now, the lockpick? Misguided, but I understand. Zira always treasured loyalty over, well, treasure. To show there's no hard feelings between us, you could try the warden's office for her transfer papers. It's under guard, but you look like you can manage.
Search the warden's office. Look for any clue that leads us to Zira.
Do what you think is right, partner. I'll scout ahead.
Velsa is around here somewhere, and Quen must still be scouting. I'll keep watch. Oh, and the sailors are no trouble. It seems the Iron Wheel is slow to pay its debts, so they're happy to look the other way.
You'll be charged with desecrating Aldenovia too, a capital offense. Cooperate, and I'll argue leniency. What are you doing here? The thief from Fulstrom Homestead, wasn't it? Why are you here? So you say to an unarmed man. You seem to have the upper hand, for the moment. This won't stop. The Iron Wheel shall not stop, until there is a trial. Desecrating a family tomb, every noble in Tanith wants to see justice served. You mean Kosh? He insists he was duped by the Thieves Guild. His story doesn't completely add up, but Zira has not spoken since her arrival. Without proof, his story is the most convincing. I once gave you a chance to surrender, to which you were somewhat amenable. So I say, surrender yourself to the Iron Wheel. You will be treated fairly until I can determine exactly who will be tried in Tanith.
Chief Inspector Rambi!
The other thief? Surrender, all of you. The Iron Wheel is relentless. We serve a higher calling than gold or riches.
What? You seem the type to talk all day.
Zira, you aren't the only prisoner we freed. They're on shore and itching to come back to the Thieves Guild.
Yes, yes, a charming reunion. Open the cage so we can go.
We need to keep moving. We'll talk back at the den. I almost said something pithy like, "You're late," or "about time." But really, I'm glad to see every one of you. Even Velsa. Better now that I'm out of that cell. I can't wait to return to the den. After we've taken care of some business.
Might I say, you are the most magnificent Magnifica I've ever met. You elevate the cesspit of Abba's Landing with your very presence.
Who are you again? Apologies, Magnifica. We have much to discuss when timing is more convenient for us both.
Don't cause trouble.
Until I spent time in a cell, I didn't realize how much this place had grown on me. It's good to be back. But it's better to have robbed the Iron Will of their dignity, our guildmates, and a dockload of ill-gotten goods. With what? They can't look to Magnifica Flora for help. She hired the Iron Wheel to recover her dowry. When they did, she stopped funding them. After what we took from the Iron Wheel, they'll barely have enough to ship Nicholas to Tanith. What they'd planned to do with me, they'll put him on trial. A show trial because the people want revenge. When he's convicted, well, I hear the guillotine is popular in Tanith. But Nicholas is the past. I'm interested in the future. Never waste an opportunity. Huh. Nicholas used to say that. Well then, let's see what Tanith nobles think lucrative means. As for the rest of you, I'm naming you as part of my Thieves' Council. I'll need those I can trust in the coming months. Yes, even Velsa. Counselor Emeritus, if it suits you.
This calls for a drink. Or 5. Where's Andari?
Huzzah! Meaningless titles.
Don't be so, well, you.
My apologies for interrupting. Your Lord Thrag escorted me here. Magnifica Flora requests Zira call upon her at the earliest convenience.
I'll have to celebrate later. Opportunity waits for none of us, whatever title we have.
What would you have us do? Stare at one another until your return?
What does it matter to you? Aren't you retired?
Semi-retired. And what would you suggest? Hold hands and sing songs?
Hardly. The only tune you know is grating.
I think I'm starting to like you.
It's good to be back. I used to hate this place when we first moved in. It's really grown on me. She told me as much at the wedding. For the merchant lords of Abba's Landing to be kept on a leash. I think that's a service we can provide. It gets us a foothold in Tanith, and who knows where that could lead.